Hey, you guys, welcome back to Naughty Love Movement. It's your girl, Nikki, and today I'm bringing opportunities for advertisement on my channel. If anyone is interested, they can email us at naughtylove2020 at gmail.com. Our prices are affordable and reasonable, and please reach out to us. We can start our videos with any commercials that you would like us to advertise. I look forward to hearing from you. I'm out. One. Hey everybody, welcome back to Naughty Love Movement. It's your host Nikki, bring you the latest and trending topics, and I vlog my life. I decided to hop on here this evening because I was scrolling through the gram, and y'all, people are losing their minds. Like racist attacks are on the rise. Um, Attacks against people for their sexuality, that's on the rise. And I wanted to bring certain things to light. I wanted to have a discussion. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna jump on here to see what my naughty crew has to say. I just popped on here. So I'm gonna give people a chance to load up in the room. But please make sure you're hitting that like button. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe and make sure you share my content and leave comments. All right. Also, donations are appreciated. Make sure you're following us on all our different social media platforms. We're on Instagram, Threads, Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok. Yes, that's all of them. All right. But I appreciate everybody joining. There is so much going on in the world. And I went on the gram this evening and I was like, what is going on? Like, somebody needs to be talking about it or whatever. Racist attacks is on the rise, attacks on people for their sexuality. And I have a string of stories that I just wanted to go through with my naughty crew because I just want to get your thoughts on it and how you feel. Like, the climate in America right now is tense. Right. And then you got mental health on top of everything on an all-time high because people aren't getting the help for whatever reason, whether it's the money or they don't have doctors in the area and things like that. So there's a lot of people walking around untreated. Now, as far as the racist attacks, I feel like people have been allowed to get away with this behavior so long, and now that people are pushing back, I think people are projecting their fears. I really do, because they don't know what to do now that they don't feel like they're top tier or whatever. We're no longer going to take that behavior. So one of the first stories I wanted to get into, um, I'll pull everything up. Let me drop this intro, give people a chance to load up in the room, and we'll get into it. Yes, Shady, you got a double dose of naughty today. Yes. Okay. So let's get into what's going on. The first story I want to get into, I want to get into the story about the former Mississippi deputies. Crazy. They've been charged. Here we go. Shout out to the neighborhood talk. 6 former Mississippi deputies plead guilty to allegedly SAing, torturing 2 black men with sex toys and stun GUN. Each will face up to 100 years in prison and pay millions in fines. And rightfully so, because this was very unnecessary. Hold on, let me get this started for you.
Have been terminated. 12 News' Leah Williams has reaction from the Rankin County Sheriff and an attorney representing the 2 men.
A group of Rankin County deputies allegedly abused Eddie Parker and Michael Corey Jenkins at
It's music, guys. I had to mute it for a second.
was also shot in the mouth. Attorneys for the two men filed a federal civil rights lawsuit against the deputies and Rankin County Sheriff Brian Bailey. Sheriff Bailey says he called in the Mississippi Bureau of Investigation himself after the incident.
We have cooperated with all investigation efforts related to this incident and have provided all information and data requested in a timely manner. This will continue until all investigative efforts are complete and justice is served.
On Friday, 5 months later, all of the deputies involved were terminated.
Due to recent developments, including findings during our
County deputies linked to the alleged torture of two men at a Braxton home.
And it's just like unnecessary. Down south, especially, hey, AT2, thank you for joining. Especially down south, like, racism is very much relevant, and I feel like they're losing their grip. But Mississippi is one of those standing, yes, one of them standing states where the community is still suppressed by the slave trade. They still have to kind of walk on eggshells down there because the racism is just so prevalent. And it's sad that this day and age that people still have to go through this discrimination and officers abusing their power against them, all because of the color of their skin. Yes, AT2. All because of the color of their skin. And the last time I heard a story about this was Amaduala in New York. Do y'all remember that story where the officers like falsely arrest him? They proceed him to beat him for hours, and they also penetrated him with a broomstick, a wooden broomstick. And that's what this story reminds me of. And I mean, that had to be like 30 years ago when that happened. I just remember it trending on the news and things like that. And he was traumatized and violated, basically, and for an abuse of power like this to happen in this day and age, it's ridiculous. And I don't feel like there is enough jail time to make up. It makes me sick too, Shady. I don't think it's enough jail time to make up for the lifetime of trauma these two men have to live with. Yes, it makes them feel better. It makes them feel better, but they will never ever forget this experience. They will never ever forget these six faces that violated them. It just makes me sick. It makes me sick. And this is why people fear the police, because you have people, and I'm not saying all officers are like this, guys. I'm not saying that, because I know police officers, I know detectives and things like that. And some officers are really in it for the right reasons, to give back to the community, help protect the community. But then you have sickos like this who tries to use that power to suppress melanated people. And it's just like, why? Why? Why do you have to feel so superior? What's the need? And you're just a middle class person, working class person. It's just really the need to really misuse their power, seriously. And it just makes me sad that this is still happening in this day and age. But this story, it has hit the New York Post. If you guys want to check it out, I will leave the link in my description box. And I just wanted to say thank God that these guys will be in prison for a very long time. And the sad part is they're going to go into prison and do the same thing, because prison is built like segregated. You got the blacks, you got the whites, you got the Spanish. Prison is segregated. So they're going to go in there and do the same thing. So my thing is that really solving the problem? They're going to be able to continue with this racist attitude in prison. It's just crazy. The next story I want to get into, this came from Philly Fame, but there's an LGBTQ dancer from Philly who was unalive, and they're viewing it as a hate crime. Okay, this is him. So the fatal unaliving, I'm gonna put it like that, of a gay man after a confrontation between a group of friends who were dancing to a Beyonce song, and young men who apparently took offense has outraged New York City LGBTQ community and spurred Beyonce herself to post a tribute on her website. So this is the young man who is the victim, who was violated. And trigger warning, everyone. This is his friend. This is his friend speaking out on his behalf. I believe it's his friend or his brother, one or the other. Here we go.
O'Shea Sibley's loved ones insist his death was a hate crime, and police are investigating that as a possibility. His friend Otis Pena, who was with him the night he died, shares what happened in a Facebook video.
Just pumping gas and listening to Renaissance and just having a good time.
Sibley and their friends were at a gas station in Brooklyn, blasting Beyonce while voguing, a form of dance that imitates fashion models. In the surveillance video, you see a group of men come up. Witnesses say the men used gay slurs and told them to stop dancing. Later, police say the 17-year-old with the red shorts stabbed Sibley in the chest.
They killed my brother right in front of me.
Sibley's murder comes during a rise in anti-LGBTQ legislation and sentiments around the country. In a recent report by the Anti-Defamation League in GLAAD, they've counted more than 350 incidents of anti-LGBTQ hate nationwide from June of last year through this April. This includes demonstrations
For him, because he was gay, because he stood up for his friends.
O'Shea Sibley's loved ones insist his
So
death.
his name is O'Shea Sibling. And I just think this is horrible. Yeah, Beyonce paid tribute to him. This is the guy. Beyonce paid tribute to him. It's so sad. And the thing is, people need to learn to start minding their business. And if you don't like something, you could remove yourself. You do not have to stay there, but to confront them and they just exercising their rights and their free will. I'm just tired of it's crazy times right now. And I'm telling you, I saw this, feds. Like, I went on the gram and I just got sad immediately because of all the stories that are out there. But this number is what really astonished me, that it has been 356 attacks since June of 2022. That is practically one attack per day. And people just need to stop projecting their beliefs on the other people. Seriously. People have a right to live how they want to live. And I'm just like, who died and made you God in charge to tell people how to live? Another story that I ran into. Crazy. This one, shout out to the neighborhood talk. 62-year-old woman, white woman, arrested and charged with 2 counts of assault after pouring soda on a black kid for not leaving the community pool and reportedly hitting him. People are losing their ever-loving minds. They're losing their minds. You hear me? Let's see what this report has to say.
An apartment manager caught on camera appearing to assault a child at the pool. She has been arrested, and police say the boy wasn't the only victim. Good evening, I'm Chad Silver.
And I'm Julie Luck. The manager reportedly asked the kids who did not live at the apartment complex to leave. Video of the tense moments, including a drink poured on the 11-year-old, sparked outrage online. WFMY News 2's Giselle Thomas spoke to the family involved.
62-year-old Kimberly Jennings was charged with 2 counts of simple assault on a child under 12. Tenants at Sedgefield Garden Apartments say they managed the apartment, she managed the apartment for about 3 years. Now, the family involved lived nearby, but not at the complex, and say they would regularly visit the privately owned pool.
She untwists the Coke bottle and starts splashing it on me. Then she hits me twice, like here and here.
That's how 11-year-old Jace Leary describes what happened with an apartment complex manager Wednesday. He says Kimberly Jennings was trying to get him and his 8-year-old sister to leave the Sedgefield Garden Apartments pool.
Because she's always being mean.
The pool has signs that say no trespassing and for adults to accompany their children, but the siblings say this is not the first time they have visited the pool.
Sometimes she would just come and tell us to get out. We wait, we come back. Until last Wednesday.
Before the video started rolling, Leary says the manager pulled his sister's hair and hit her. The 11-year-old boy says at that point he threw a bottle at Jennings. What was captured in the video is Jennings throwing a soda and then reportedly hitting the boy in the chest and face. It's gone viral and sparked outrage in the Greensboro community where nearby neighbors protested. Again, Jennings was charged with 2 counts of simple assault on a child under 12. She bonded out of jail. Now, we reached out to Sedgeridge Garden Apartments and also tried to get a statement from its owners, but have not yet heard back.
On camera appearing.
So, yeah, she about to lose her job. She should. And it's all race-based. It's because they're black kids. I'm just so tired of people thinking that they can regulate to their liking. These children deserve to be in the pool too. And who are you, Karen? She's a Karen. But it couldn't be my kid. Oh no. I blacks out when it comes to my children. Yes. Couldn't be my kid because I would have been the one locked up. Absolutely, I would have been the one locked up. This is crazy. People are losing their minds. Because they losing control, people. They know we're not going to stand for them violating our rights anymore. These kids shouldn't even have to experience this at this point in time or whatever. And this is my thing. Y'all don't have to be here. You don't want to be around black people? Go to a country where it's majority white. That's the best thing I can tell you. But y'all brought us here. We're going to stay here. We're going to be here. We're going to be in your pools. We're going to be in your supermarkets or whatever. It's all good as long as they taking our money, right? But you get our money and then you make us feel uncomfortable like we don't belong. The nerve of you, lady. The nerve. This is crazy. Yeah, we're going to be playing golf, Buck. We're going to be all up in their stuff. And that's what they mad about. That's why you seeing, I told y'all this is the year of reveal. This is the year of accountability. And I'm glad she was arrested and charged. This behavior has to end. Seriously. It has to end because we did not ask to be here. We did not ask to be here. Last time I checked, y'all kidnapped us and divided our families. You ain't have to be, we ain't have to be here. But we here. We all up in your area. We in your stores. We in your coffee shops and everything. They mad because they can't suppress us no more. They mad because we know our rights. That's what they mad about. All right, the next racist attack I want to get into. Oh, chill, okay? So 7 people were detained by the police department after a brawl erupts near Montgomery River Park. This is in Alabama now. Notice a theme. It's all southern states. The last one was North Carolina. The one before that was Mississippi. Now we in Alabama. Trigger warning. Shout out to the okay? They tried to jump him. And then people came off the boat to help him. Look. A black security guard was jumped by some white men. So a group of black men came to his defense. We are no longer going to take this behavior from y'all because y'all feel privileged and entitled. Okay? But they have a great job on trying to control these thugs. And they want to call us the Neanderthals and the animals. Looks like y'all act like Neanderthals to me. But they all been arrested. As they should. As they should. They ended up getting arrested because they started the fight. See, they used to getting away with this stuff. But it's cameras everywhere now. That's right. Stick together. I'm glad they came to his defense. Because you know what? They would have tried to flip it and make it seem like we were the aggressor and we act like animals. When it's y'all. Y'all had this Neanderthal mentality goes back in the day when y'all stole the land from the Indians. And we just tired of y'all mistreating us like this, and we're no longer going to take it. We're no longer going to take it. Better watch the nursing homes too. They got your elderly people sleeping with bed bugs. You see this? My mom will never go into a nursing home. Ever. You crazy bug. Yeah, watch the nursing homes too. They trying to eliminate people by any means necessary. It's dangerous out here. It is dangerous out here. Then you got a cop in Philadelphia. All right, we're going to come up north. FBI agent propels a person while serving a warrant in North Philly. What the heck?
Is investigating after one of their agents opened fire. It happened this afternoon on West Venango Street in Tioga.
Really
good evening, everyone. I'm Chris O'Connell.
And good evening. I'm Dawn Timoney. Let's get right out to our Shawnette Wilson, who is live at the scene. Shawnette, what can you tell us?
Well, we have not heard anything officially here on the scene. As you can see, I'll give you a look here that the scene is actually just now starting to clear. But a source tells Fox 29 this all may be linked to a string of 7-Eleven robberies in the area. Investigators were all over the 1700 block of West Venango between 17th and 18th Street. All we know about the person shot by the agent is that they are at the hospital. Nothing yet on the person's condition. So again, the scene just clearing here. Let's take a look at some video we were able to get earlier this afternoon. What we've been told in a statement released by FBI Public Affairs is that agents were here to serve an arrest and search warrants on someone at a residence nearby. They don't say exactly where.
Also breaking tonight, the FBI's
where at some point, though, investigators say that person is shot by an agent. Now, out here on the block, we've seen FBI in hazmat-like suits looking on the ground, under cars, even in breezeways between some of the homes where there are trees. We haven't heard yet what this investigation officially was about, and we don't know what led to the person being shot or if they had a weapon. But as with FBI policy, the agent involved in the shooting is being handled by the FBI's inspection division. Now, earlier, also, the 1600 block of Venango was blocked off, and investigators.
All right, they don't have enough information just yet, but it's just weird. Like, all this violence going on is weird. It's weird. And I feel like this is the year of the reveal. But why y'all got to be careful down south, y'all. It's dangerous. They do not want us here. They still have the same mentality from back in the day in civil rights time. They still think the same way. It's just a newer time. And I think technology is revealing a lot. All right, guys, what would you do in this situation?
My homeboy got mad at me. Now he ain't talking to me because we in the club and he tried to talk to these women, but he married. And I told him, hey, bro, You need to cut that out. He talking, man, why you hating, bro? Well, I ain't hating. I ain't tell you to walk down that aisle. I ain't tell you introduce me to this woman and you go get that ring on your finger. Got me out on this wedding, spending all this money to come to y'all wedding to watch you come in this club and cheat and mess it all up. That's my money I spent on your wedding. I spent my money on your wedding, and I spent a lot of it too. We all in Vegas and all of that, all these casinos, and I'm spending all of my money. Nah, y'all stand together. You the one introduced me to this lady. Got me calling her sis all the time and all that. I'm not gonna be lying in this woman face. Boy, you better go get you a drink. I pay for it. Get you a drink and sit down somewhere, bro, because you ain't finna. Nah, I spent too much money on y'all wedding. My homeboy got mad at me. Now he ain't talking to me because
Shout out to the Shade Room for dropping this footage. Oh my God. What y'all think? He said, you ain't gonna bring this woman in my life and expect me to lie. You know I chose it because his chicken look good. His chicken look real good. You know I love me some chicken. He said, you got me spending all this money on your wedding and now you want to cheat? Mm-mm. Right. Michelle. Hilarious, yo. Hilarious. I thought it was funny. I'm going to play it one more time.
my homeboy got mad at me. Now he ain't talking to me because we in the club and he tried to talk to these women, but he married. And I told him, hey, bro, you need to cut that out. He talking, man, why you hating, bro? Well, I ain't hating. I ain't tell you to walk down that aisle. I ain't tell you introduce me to this woman and you go get that ring on your finger. Got me out on this wedding, spending all this money to come to y'all wedding to watch you come in this club and cheat and mess it all up. That's my money I spent on your wedding. I spent my money on your wedding, and I spent a lot of it too. We all in Vegas and all of that, all these casinos, and I'm spending all of my money. Nah, y'all stand together. You the one introduced me to this lady. Got me calling her sis all the time and all that. I'm not gonna be lying in this woman face. Boy, you better go get you a drink. I pay for it. Get you a drink and sit down somewhere, bro, because you ain't finna. Nah, I spent too much money on y'all wedding. My homeboy got mad at me. Now he ain't talking to me.
But how you gonna stop talking to me for trying to keep you honest, trying to keep your family together? How I'm fighting for your marriage harder than you? Hey, James. I feel like him too, Michelle. I feel like him too. So what you getting married for? It is not. I thought it was hilarious, but it's facts. It's facts. You made me go through all this. Getting married is emotional for the family, right? Because you bringing the families together, the friends, everything. You know what I mean? You take me through all of this, accepting the other family, and you want me to hush up when you cheating? Buck said he need to mind his business. I think more friends need to stand up like this. Seriously. Hold people accountable. Make me spend all this money on you. That is crazy. That is crazy. Thank you guys for joining me. So for those of you who just joined, I'll do a quick recap. I just went on the gram and I just noticed it's a lot of hate crime. It's a lot of racist crimes going on a lot, especially down south, because you know they still racist. All right. They trying to bring back segregation and erase the fact that slavery happened, you know. So in the process of them losing control, you know what I mean? They're getting arrested. They're being held accountable. We got into the 6 former Mississippi deputies. They had to plead guilty against the assault of these 2 gentlemen here. And y'all see it on the screen. What they did is disgusting. It's Neanderthal. Okay, we got into that story. Also, Beyonce recently gave a tribute for this dancer. that was a victim of a hate crime. You know, him and his friends were just simply pumping gas and hanging in the gas station listening to Beyonce's new Renaissance album, and a group of clear men came up to them and felt like they needed to tell them what to do. And so tragically, this man has lost his life for standing up for what he believes in. You know, also, we got into the 62-year-old white woman that was arrested and charged with 2 counts of assault after pouring soda on a black kid for not leaving the pool and repeatedly hitting him. She was arrested and charged, out on bonds, of course. They always out on bond. I feel like these people are like a cancer to our society, seriously. Then we also got into the brawl that happened in Montgomery, Alabama on the riverfront. Okay. A group of white men felt the need to attack a man. They tried to jump him, and people came off the boat to help him. We are gone are the days where we sit back and let y'all beat us. I wish these Kevins and Karens will realize, like, we not our ancestors. We know the language. We know the laws. We know our rights. But this is this example of a group of people that's used to being so superior losing control. Yeah, there's so much going on in these streets. Shout out to On-Site. Let me know what y'all think about this article. Hold on.
Like she crazy, cursing at her, telling her what you won't do. You won't clean your room. You won't do what you want to do. And you talk to your mother like that? Like you tough? Do you think you tough, little man? Talk to me like you talk to your mother. Talk to me. You think you're tough, don't you? Boss up on me. Cuss me out. Tell me you ain't gonna do what I say do. I dare you. I dare you. You ain't gonna do it to me? Why you do it to her? Why you talk to her disrespectfully? Why? Little boy, answer me. Why do you talk to your mother disrespectfully? You don't know why you do it. Today I'm gonna help you find out why. And today it ends. Today it ends. Do you understand? You will not call your mother out of her name ever again.
Do y'all agree with this tactic? Mom hired,
like she crazy.
There's a lot of sorry. Mom hires a male advocate to scare her 10-year-old son straight for repeatedly disrespecting her. I remember Maury Povich used to have a segment like this for out of control teens. But there's a lot of households where the father is not in the home. And so sometimes when little boys are growing up, they trip out and get disrespectful and they exude their power, you know, against the other parent. But this not only goes for little boys, it goes for little girls too. Let me know, do y'all agree what mom did? I hope it works. If anything, I want to see if there's a change. I need a follow-up story. But there's a lot of single parent homes, and I think moms are getting desperate because little boys need their father. It's hard for a woman to teach a little boy how to grow into a man a lot of the times. It's a lot of kids that are disrespectful now. Unfortunately, they just don't have any regards for authority anymore. And with social media and all the access they have now, they really feel like they have life figured out. They really do. But until you experience things, that's the only thing. All right. So, in some good news, before I close out the show, I just want to say it is National Sister Day. So we have some posts. You got Beyonce with Solange. Shout out to My Cleo TV. You got the Bailey sister. Chloe and Haley. You got the Simmons sisters. They're gorgeous. Tia and Tamara. Cute. The Simmons sisters. More Simmons sisters, I should say. Obama girls. I forget their names, but that's Chloe, best friend, and Malika and something else. I forget her other sister name. So I thought that was dope. Look at these two cute dogs working together. They are so cute. Look. Dogs are smart. Look. They said we out of here. So cute. So cute. All right, and this last on-site story I'm gonna get into.
After our first date, we went like on some little walk by the pond, real cute. And the next day, he sent me like a full spa care package. For what?
Like what?
I ain't gonna hold y'all.
Care package?
A spa care package. I'm talking about like facials, deep stone massage, everything after one date. That right there is a red flag to me now. Like when people start giving you big packages and big presents like so early on, that's a red flag. That's the beginning of love bombing. After our first date.
Do y'all agree? Do y'all agree? When people start giving you big gifts, presents so early on, that's a red flag. I want to see what y'all think. Yeah. Do y'all feel like it's a red flag when people start gifting you early on before you even know the direction where the relationship is going to go? I just feel like I'm not for sale. You know, I'm not for sale. And my love, like you cannot buy my love. Our people are very people can be very giving and things like that. I could see flowers or a card just to express yourself. But when you start gifting big gifts and we don't even know the direction of our relationship, it gives me you're controlling, you're trying, like, what are you trying to hide? Why are you trying to love bomb me? Why are you trying to buy me? That's what I started thinking. Especially when it's things that I could do for myself. Okay, Michelle does not agree. Feds agree. It could be possessive, controlling. It's not always like that, though. It's not. But I don't want anyone trying to buy me, you know, like, let's build a genuine connection. Like, because stuff like that, for me, like, if I give my partner a spa or something like that, that's something you earn. That's because you're treating me well, and I just want to do something really nice for my partner, you know? Or some people, I guess, Michelle, you looking at it as another way that some people are just giving. Yeah, you do have to keep an eye on it to gauge it. And I mean, he may have had the right intentions. But after one date, do you think that's cool to give someone a spa? But a lot of times, a lot of narcs, they'll flood you with a bunch of gifts and stuff like that to as a distraction, as a deflection, so you don't see what they really doing. But I'll take a spa after the first date. I'm sorry. Okay, see, Michelle got her a good one. She said, my current husband did that to me, and we have been married now 17 years, and ain't nobody controlling me. Black love, I love it, Michelle. I love it. Black love. It does exist. You know what I mean? Like, But 17 years ago, Michelle, men were different. They were gentlemen. They did the courting process with you and things like that. Back then, men believed in marriage. But I don't know. If somebody starts like gifting me a bunch of big out of the ordinary gifts, I'm just like side eye
That's
like
suspicious. That's weird.
definitely suspicious and weird a lot of the times. I just need to know what a person's intentions are, seriously. And what are you trying to buy? But a lot of men think they can buy the pee. Exactly, Michelle. It's just different dating now. Like you just really have to know what people's intentions are. Seriously. You have to know what people's intentions are. Are their intentions to date you long term? Are their intentions to just sleep with you? These are all real factors in the dating world, and it takes some time to figure all of that out. Because people are playing games out here. People are playing games, and they'll try to lie to you to mislead you to believe that they have pure intentions when they really plotting on you behind the scenes. Seriously. But that's all I have for this evening's show. I appreciate y'all jumping on here and joining me. I just saw those string of topics and was like, whoa, it's dangerous. Like everywhere, but especially down south, they really still have that racist mentality and they think they can just tell us what to do. They think they can still control us. And I'm glad that law enforcement is holding these people accountable and bringing charges against them. And it just needs to happen now. For so long they got with it, got away with it. But now there's cameras everywhere capturing it all. And the mask is off. The gig is up. We're no longer going to tolerate this mistreatment. I don't think anybody should tolerate this treatment. I don't care what race you from. It's not okay to discriminate against people because of the color of their skin, period, or their background, or who they choose to sleep with. It's not okay. People need to mind the business that pays them and let people live in their own truth. It's not for us to judge everybody. You just need to make sure you living your life right according to your beliefs. You cannot then project that onto someone else and expect everybody to live the way you choose to live. Just like you have a choice, they have a choice as well. And it's not okay to discriminate, isolate, and mistreat people because of who they want to sleep with, the color of their skin, and things like that. And that's why I like YouTube. The YouTube streets, it's just very toxic. The way people tear each other down, dox people, and things like that. And it's just like, what's your end goal? What's your end goal? You just gonna go and pick a victim? That's what they did to us in slavery times to make us turn against each other. That's why they had the house Negro and the field Negro. That's where the divide started. It's all divisive. They want us attacking each other like crab in a barrel. But people need to wake up and pay attention to what's really going on in this world. Seriously. But I appreciate all y'all joining me. I'm about to get out of here. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Buck. Thank you, Shay B. Thank you, Fez. Thank you, James. Thank you. Who else? I want to get everybody. Shay B, AT2. Thank you all for joining me this evening. I hope you all have a wonderful, beautiful evening. Tomorrow we going back to the plantation, but it's a short week next week. So that'll help motivate me to get through the meet. But I'm going to try to plan me a beach day one of these days. Good night, Fez. And to all my haters.
And I wanna say thank you in case I don't thank you enough.
I thank y'all too. Y'all keep the wheels turning over here too. You gotta embrace your haters. For real. Until next time, Naughty Crew, I'm out. 1.